next sessions, we are very honored to have a very, very special guest speaker. We have a lot of special guest speakers today. So the next session is actually a fireside chat session with a theme of from overwhelmed to empowered, a leader's guide to AI implementations. And we are very, very honored today to have Associate Professor Dr. Thiradet Jiarasuksakun to join us and be our guest speaker for today. And I would certainly like to invite Ms. Warisa Suksambun, who is the Business Development Manager for Britannica Asia. Please join me on the stage. Thank you.
Thank you for the warm welcome, Cristiano. Yeah, Dr. Thiradet, it's an honor to sit with you today. Yeah, you have a very big role at IPST, the Institute for the Promotion of Teaching Science and Technology here, shaping science and technology, education, and teacher development across Thailand. But today, we have to bring things down to earth for the leaders, teachers in this room. So we all know, yeah, we spoke about AI a lot this morning. So we all know that AI is moving very fast. And for school leaders, it can feel a lot of pressure, right? It can feel overwhelming. So in the next 30 minutes, we are going to talk about challenges, real challenges, and real wins. So to help you, to feel moving from feeling overwhelmed to feeling empowered. So let's start with the people who are in the heart of the classroom with the teacher. For this first question, Dr. Thiradet, we often hear the word teachers empowerment. It sounds inspiring, it teaches empowerment. And let's get practical. So what does actually look like on a busy Tuesday's afternoon in a real classroom?
Okay, so first I'd like to say good morning, everyone, and thank you for Britannica and Kun Miu who invited me to join you guys today. And okay, before I give you an answer, let me give you a brief introduction of our organization, IPST. So basically, our two main mission are the first one is to initiate and produce the national curriculum on science, math, and technology, including AI literacy for basic education. And second, we do teacher professional development and training so that they be able to, train our students to be our like great citizens in the world. Okay, so and before giving you the presentation that you're gonna see, it's made by my team. I didn't do it by myself, so I have the IPST staff who sit over there. So if you have any question about the thing appear here, you can ask them. Okay, so I give them credit for giving us the wonderful presentation here. Okay, so back to the question. So as I told you that we as IPST made the training. Like last year, we have trained more than 1,500 students, 1,500 teachers all over the country to know about the AI literacies and also for the AI for primary and secondary school levels. So after we have trained them, we want to make sure we want to empower our teachers to be able to use AI. So first, they should be able to use AI to reduce their, paperwork, administrative work, so that they have more time to focus on teaching and learning for the student. And of course, they should be able to use AI to help that decide the learning course, also the teaching strategy that they can do in class, and also the assessment, which is a big part that they have to do. So we want them to feel like AI is a practical assistant. And and this morning that as you hear that the AI is not a replacement, right? But it's more like an assistant for the teacher and also for the students nowadays that we can learn and they can learn better. So we want the student to engage more actively through experiments, problem-based learning, and data exploration and critical thinking activity. So AI is used as learning assistant, as I mentioned. So that's how we want to empower the teachers. Yep.
Okay, what I really hear from you is that empowerment is more about like giving teachers confidence and
Mhm.
support. But it's again, it sounds positive, but it's not always easy, right? So when you first thought about bringing AI into education system, or in this case in Thai context, in Thai school, what were your biggest concern, and more importantly, how you overcome those?
Yeah. So I would say like actually we have several concerns. And for the four biggest concern that we have, as you can see here, the first one is for Thailand. We still have the gaps for the many things like devices, internet access, digital divide that we still face right now. Technical staff, we need them to be able to, learn and understand how to use AI in the classroom. So basically, we offer a lot of training, flexible training, both online, offline, activity kits, material for teaching and using AI in the classroom. So we try to do that, and we also build a community for the master teacher who can help them after the training. And also the second one is very important that the teacher lack of confidence and fear of technology. And nowadays, we have a lot of digital disruption that we have heard for a while. And then some teacher can adapt, can adjust, and be able to learn. So they can use a lot of technology, a lot of things that they can apply to their classroom. But still, some of the teachers still afraid of
Mm,
this new technology. They afraid of not being well prepared. They afraid of not being good enough for the students because sometimes, as this generation, the student very quick learner, faster learner for the new technology, right? So we try to train them, as I tell you, make sure that they have like confident, they be confident enough to apply and be able to use many AI, generative AI that we have like so far a lot. So we help them as I told you we have master trainer, we have like supervisors that we can also provide them with the new technology and knowledge and also community that they can consult with. For the third one, for the next one, it's about the data privacy, as someone mentioned this morning that, and about the AI ethics. This is also another concern that we still have because school have to protect their student data because it's very important, right? And we develop the responsible and ethical AI for Thai classroom, providing the guidelines for the Thai system and the step for teacher to verify AI generated content because as you know, right now we have a lot of content online and we still need to be able to verify whether it's reliable or not reliable. So that's still another concern. And the last one that's about the Thai education is the alignment with Thai curriculum. And that is why we, as an organization who responsible for the national curriculum on science, math, and technology, so we have made the books, like as you can see, the three books, Thai books, for the primary and secondary school level to use to teach for the students in classroom so that the student don't have to worry whether it's going to be aligned with the
mm,
national curriculum. Yeah, of course they can use this. And now it's also we sell it online, so the Thai school teacher can confidently to use
mm.
this in the classroom. Yep.
Yeah, I think all of us here in this room, or many of us here in this room, are feeling exactly what you described, like school readiness, lack of confidence, responsible AI, of course, and national curriculum alignment. So the next question is about like how do we know it's working? So in business, yeah, we are looking at like ROI, return of investment, etc. But in education, it's harder, I would say. How do you measure if a new AI tool is successful?
Right. I think there are several ways that we can measure the the success of the using AI to, introduce it in the classroom. So one of the things that I think the teacher would feel at first is to reduce lesson plan, lesson practical time that they can prepare for before each classroom. So teacher reports significant reductions in planning time and paperwork, sometimes like 30 or 50%, because we also do like research after we have made
Mm,
this training. So this is a concrete benefit of AI. That's the first thing that most of the teacher feel when we do this training. And then the teacher also have the confidence, happiness, and positive mindset. They said that they feel less burden when they have like have the lesson plan prepare, and also the quizzes, the questions prepared before classroom, and they feel that okay, they have something to do in the class besides just giving lectures, other
mm,
activities that they can do in the classroom. So that's the next thing that they can feel. And then besides that, I think we also have like evidence of the classroom implementation, like example of the lesson plans, teaching material, and STEM activity created with AI from various schools that they can use. And also the student engagement, it's increased a lot. I think we access the active learning behavior, the questioning, experimenting, and creating product, and using AI as the learning assistant. And the last one, I think this is very important for the teacher leader networks, because as we have a group of master teacher,
mm,
as I told you, and also the leaders in the school. So they share the experience, and also they have like some common mistake, or common practice that they can share, and other school would be able to take it, adapt it, apply into their classroom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anyway, so in the same questions, anyways, I'm curious to know, in your perspective, how patient should we be before expecting the result?
I think, well, I would say like at least teachers should have like maybe one semester. They would see something, some different, some change in the classroom. I mean, maybe not like immediately, but then after they have been using it for a while, or maybe like one semester, as I told you,
Mm,
because I think if they be able to use like AI to help them preparing for the lecture, for the assessment, like formative assessment, summative assessment, they will see like the first thing that I think they're gonna see in the classroom is the engagement of the student
yeah.
would increase. And then for the feedback, or for the student results, like student performance in the after the exam, things like that, I think they will see something. Yeah.
Yeah. So what I hear is that teachers would save a lot of time as well, the teaching hours, right?
Right.
Numbers of workloads like
Right.
that, and
Right.
students' engagement, teachers
Hmm.
smile like that. So for the next question, in your view, some teachers are, yeah, of course, in the schools, some teachers are very skeptical of AI. And what's your best advice for us on how to get buy-in from those teachers?
Um, Okay, so first, don't be afraid, right? Okay. I mean, before using any technology, I think the teacher would start with the goals, the learning goals that they want their student to complete. And then after the goal, the objectives, maybe some rough idea on the teaching pedagogy, how to access them, and then they apply the technology like of maybe like using AI or other innovation to to make the classroom like more livable, more interactive, so that students engage in the classroom better. So that's why we basically design the lesson plan, or we decide the training for the teachers to be able to to do like hands-on step by step, for the teacher to feel like confident and gain early success, as I mentioned earlier. And then we highlight example from urban and rural schools when AI has improved teaching and reduced workload to convince them that, oh,
Mm,
other
mm,
teachers have made it, have done it, and
mm,
it's work. It's a lot more fun than just teaching just a regular classroom, things like that. And then after that, we would say like, as I mentioned before, that we have a community, right? So if you have a bigger community, more teacher using AI in the classroom, and then they share their experience, they share their practice, and then other teacher will feel, well, oh, okay, we can do this, we can do that, and then they apply it into their classroom, and then they share the result. I think that would be very convincing, and then other teacher who's not sure yet will try and then be able to help their student to learn better. Yeah, that's I think. And then we want to frame AI as improving student learning, for prepare them for the future skill. And also we want the teacher empowerment, right? This is very important, that teacher should be able to learn like lifelong learning skill, that they have to be like a model for their students. And the last one that I want to mention is that I think we all want to see that the community. We want a bigger community. Once we have like a bigger community, we can like uh, partner with other company to co-design, as I say, the solution that fits with the Thai classroom, Thai curriculum, and then that will help engaging more and more people. Yeah.
and yeah, thanks. That's very, very interesting. But anyways, if we think another ways around, in your view, what should we not do?
What
What should we not do? Yeah, for yeah, AI is here, like implementation, measurement.
Okay. Yeah. As okay. I would say that don't be afraid that AI will replace us, right? I mean, one thing that I want to say, because for Thai teacher, we don't teach the student just for the contents. We want to build them as a human, right? And we want to make sure that there will be a good citizen for the world, not just for Thai country, right? I mean, for the world. I mean, I would say that don't um, uh, we want the teacher to be able to teach, and also using AI as an assistant, and then make sure that you protect the private data, and also the AI ethic, right? And because remember I talking about the plagiarism
Yeah.
a moment ago, it's very important that students should know that if they use AI, they have to admit that they're not doing it by themselves. This is a very important things that the teacher must always tell the student, that if they don't do it by themselves, they have to admit that, and it's okay. It's not like I would say that students should be able to be responsible for if they use AI. Okay, then say it
Mm,
just using
mm,
AI, but
mm,
it's our teachers' responsibility, and also concern that how we gonna assess students so that we know the student have the competency or have the skill that you need, not just copy it from somewhere else. So it's our duty, it's our teacher duty to be able to extract or access the the student skill, so that we make sure that before they will graduate or finish their education, they would have the I would say like 21st century skill stuff that they need so that they can grow up and be a great citizen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you very much for sharing your view here. So, anyways, to end our session, I have one final
Ah,
question.
okay.
Dr. Thiradet, we have many school leaders and teachers here today. So, if they do only one thing tomorrow, or like next Monday to start the AI journey, what should that one thing be?
So I think if you haven't tried, just try it. I mean, don't hesitate to learn and, enjoy learning, the new technology, not just AI, I would say, because right now I think we are in the world of, a lot of disruption nowadays. So just learn whatever you think you can learn. And then if you think it's suitable for your student, just try to do it in your classroom. Because I think in the classroom you can, try a lot of things and then the reaction of your student will be the thing that you can make a decision whether you're going to use it or you're not going to use it, but just you just have to try, otherwise you won't see and you won't know, you're not going to know whether it's work or doesn't work if you never try it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a great advice. Start small, but start today.
Right.
Dr. Thiradet, thank you so much for
You're
sharing
welcome.
insights with us. Today's conversation reminds us that again and again, right? AI is not replacing teachers. AI is empowering teachers. The AI, helping teachers to give them more confidence, give them more of the time, give them back time, and then joy of teaching. Please join me to thank Dr. Associate Professor Dr. Thiradet Jiarasuksakun, IPST President.
Thank you.
Any questions? Floor. What a great session just now that we had. I wonder if there are any questions that. Oh, right. Okay.
Good morning. I'm just worried about this. How can we enhance decision making, problem solving, and critical thinking skills if the students are dependent on using AI? Thank you.
Okay. So I think it depends on the teacher how you're gonna, as I mentioned before, right? About the critical thinking, problem solving, and other skill that you need. You want to make sure that before you start asking students to use AI, maybe you do some activity that, start with the activity that like a group activities that you let students think about something or answering any question or any project by themselves first before you let the student to use AI or find the information using AI platform, whatever. So you want to make sure that they have this skill ready before using the technology. So it depends on how you design your activity in class. But if you let your student use at the first time, I mean at the first time you ask question, then we're not going to be able to access that kind of skill. Yeah.
Great.
Thank you. Hi. Yeah. So just to begin, because you're talking about Thailand, we're actually here representing Mahidol University International Demonstration School. So we're an international school. We have 98% of our students are Thai, and we actually have a hybrid system. So we teach the Common Core and the Thai standards within our curriculum. Got about 830 students, and we've got about 20 different nationalities of teachers. So my question is that I've recently created an AI policy, a student one and a teacher one. And the uh, the teachers are already I'm feeling pushback from them because they've all got such different opinions about the use of AI. Like for example, when I was a teacher not so long ago, I'm actually the deputy director of academics now. It's my fifth day in this position. I'm here with my director, and when I was a teacher, I used to allow my students to use AI. Obviously, I taught them how to use it ethically, responsibly, and I tried to instill the idea that we're going to use it as a tool for the learning process, right? And that kind of worked. But from the teacher's side, the teachers are still skeptical, as you were saying, and I actually saw before from the data that we had, the quantitative data showed that the two biggest areas was teacher confidence in using AI, and the other one, I noted it down, was yeah, the privacy and the bias, right? So the teachers are saying that they've got different opinions, and I used to, when I graded my students' work, I would put the work into AI without their name on it, so I'm not breaching privacy laws, rules, etc. And then I'd get feedback for the students, and then all my students would get consistent feedback. Because as a teacher, if I have 100 students and I'm grading all of their work just for the feedback, then by the time I get to the last 20, I'm pretty tired, and I'm not going to give them such good feedback. Now, for me, I thought that that's great. Other teachers in my school are saying that I am cheating as a teacher by giving them feedback. Now, if I check the feedback and I check that it's correct, the grading itself I do myself, right? The number grade I do myself according to the rubric. So, sorry, the long-winded question is, um, what do you think about putting student work into the AI, for example, as an essay, getting the feedback, right? Obviously checking it, and how do I get buy-in from the teachers to have that same opinion? That difficult question. The buy-in from the teachers is the problem, right? Because my opinion is that that is okay. Other teachers are saying no. So I want a consistent message across my teaching body. So I'm just wondering what you think about how I tried for us to have a common message or a common understanding on that.
Wow.
Sorry.
That's a difficult question. I think it depends. I'm pretty sure that each teacher would have different opinion on the grading that you got from the AI, right? I mean, and then they might feel like some of them will feel like pretty feel like AI would give like a more accurate feedback or less accurate feedback. It depends. I mean, it's very difficult. I would say it depends on how each of the teacher would I would say like because some teacher are more like um how do you say this, they might not be able to it depends on how long ago, I would say, like or maybe how much they play around with the AI, I would say, because some of the teacher might very new with the AI, but some of them have been using AI for a long time, so they very confident with how accurate of the AI. But some of them just start using it, so they may say, "Oh, I'm not sure whether it's reliable," things like that. So I my suggestion would be it's up to them. I mean, they might have to play around with it for a while, and then they might have to wait by themselves whether it's they would rely on themselves or they would rely more on like AI, things like that. I would say I cannot say like, okay, definitely that you have to rely on AI only or you have to rely on yourself only. I mean, it's difficult, right? I mean, it's not possible. But I think if they playing it, or maybe they use like AI like Britannica, and it's very reliable, then you might convince them to rely on the AI that they use to help them grading. Yeah. Right, exactly. If they have been trained well enough, or and have been trained enough, like, and they have been like very confident to use AI, then they would, okay, yes, I think it's reliable, and it will help them save a lot of time, I would say. But still, even though they use AI to help, at the end they still have to randomly check. I would say randomly check, because as you say, if they have like more than 100 students, we won't have time to to check all of them. I would say, yeah.
Is that important as well for the teachers after using AI? They have to reread everything and screen everything out before they
Right.
send to the parents, something like that, to make sure they are aligned. Yeah, so
Exactly.
at least, it save a lot of teachers' time and anyways, the AI helps a lot actually. Yeah, is there any other question? Yes, okay.
Um, oh, is there one more? Okay.
Good morning. As a teacher, we want to use AI to support learning without losing authenticity and critical thinking. And thank you also for your sharing, Sir Bracy, on your experiences. But I have a question. How can teachers balance using AI to support learning while still teaching or ensuring rather that students develop real skills, critical thinking, and responsibility, especially in assessment and daily classroom activities?
Okay. So, well, I think for the example, I will give you like an example that before we, I think if the teacher use the AI to, to help to do the lesson plan. I guess in the lesson plan that would be like the time that you do like some lecturing at the beginning, and then maybe you have like activities that you do in the classroom. You have like some assignment, right? That you can give the student for the activities that you do in the classroom. I believe that you can do a lot of different activities that you can design and help your student to learn and be able to use like critical skill, thinking skill, teamwork skill that you're gonna see that they can work together, and also doing some project. I think that's very important that to do some project, and then after that, if you do like the assignment that they can do outside the classroom, that is the time that you're not sure whether your student will do it by yourself, right? So after they come back, I think nowadays a lot of school doing that is you do like an interview to your student, not just looking at the product, the final product that student deliver, right? Because we're not sure they do it by themselves. So we have to do like an interview or some question, or all of question that you can ask to your student to make sure that they understand what they have been done. Yeah, things like that. I think a lot of school doing it right this way. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, thank you very much. It's something like, cross-checking as
Right.
well, whether they do everything, by themselves or not relying on AI all the time.
Right.
Yeah. So, well, yeah, thank you, Dr. Thiradet. Thank you very much for sharing your insight with us, and then answering a lot of tough questions, actually. Yeah. Yeah, please join me, yeah, to thank you, Dr. Associate Professor Dr. Thiradet Jiarasuksakun,
Thank
IPST
you.
president.
Thank you so much. What a great sessions. And you know what? The online chat on Zoom actually also blow up. And I have been filtering the questions that we receive online. However, it's actually pretty much it's the same theme. It's the same theme asking how can we balance using AI, however, still promoting, building the key skills, critical thinking, and so on, basically. So and I think all of those questions have been answered by Dr. T just now. So please, once again, give a huge round of applause for Dr. T. Thank